Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi student, in this chapter I'll tell you first about Japan's economic challenge. Uh, During the period of 1980s, Japan's global trade increased sharply. In the early years of this decade, the surplus was around 20 billion annually. By the middle of the decade, it has risen to almost 60 billion a year. And by the early 1990 it was over 120 billion. By the end of the decade, however, the surplus had begun to shrink, and by 2000 it was just under 100 billion. At the same time, however, something had not changed very much during the decade. One of these was the large trade surplus that Japan continued to run with the US and the EU. In 2000, the US imported over 147 billion of goods and services from Japan, while selling approximately about uh, 65 billion US dollar of goods and services to them. This deficit of $82 billion continued to rankle many members of the US Congress who argued that Japan had to open its door wider to American products. Many politicians in EU felt the same way. In 2000, Japan had a trade surplus of almost 28 billion US dollar with the EU. These two triad group were not alone. Many nations have had a ongoing trade deficit with Japan. In 1999, China, Hong Kong's trade deficit with Japan was over 20 billion dollars. Taiwan was more than uh, I think 15 or 16 billion dollars. Korea was almost 7 billion and the Philippines was over 3 billion dollars. At the same time, however, some countries have been consistently running a trade surplus with Japan. China PR, for example, had surplus of 22 billion in 2000, and in 1999 the Middle East countries on collective basis also had surplus of 20 billion. Student, we know in one way or other all businesses are affected by international finance. For example, US auto dealers who sell imported VWs and BMWs must adjust their price as the price they pay for this car go up or down because of the euro foreign exchange rate. Similarly, manufacturers who import material of part from overseas suppliers are affected by developments such as wage increases paid by suppliers to their own personnel, end user, and customer in the financial analysis are affected because most of these costs are passed on them. The key exchange rate are US dollar, the euro, and the Japanese yen. There are many important areas of international finance with which students of international businesses should be familiar. And this chapter focus on four areas. First, balance of payment. Then, international monetary system. Third, foreign exchange. The last, the strategic management of international finance. And the specific objective of this chapter are to describe the four basic categories that constitute a nation balance of payment and relate how international transactions are accounted for in this balance. And then to relate the role and function of the International Monetary Fund, then to explain why international debt crisis is going to continue to be a major international finance problem in the new millennium, then to describe the nature and operation of foreign exchange market, then discuss how exchange rates are determined, and then set forth international finance strategies that can be used by organizations doing business in the international arena. Okay, student, this is chapter 7, International Finance.